Hi friends. Today for math, we are going to start talking about odd and even numbers. And we're going to work on this all week. You have probably heard about odd and even numbers previously, probably in first grade. And this week we're going to learn some easy tricks on how to know if a number is odd or even. So today I have a number line. At the end of this lesson, you're going to be asked to put a number line in your notebook for you to keep. You're not going to turn it in to me, but I do want you to keep it so that you can remember which numbers are odd and even as we start getting into bigger numbers. So I have a number line. I started with the number 0 and I went all the way to 10. And that's all you're going to have to do today. And there's a reason for that I'm going to explain to you in the next few days. Now, if we want to know if a number is odd or even, we want to know if it has pairs or not. Let me explain. An odd number has someone left out, an odd person out. If you have an even number, they can be made into even pairs always. Let me model for you. We're going to start with the number 5. I'm going to use 5 sticky notes, and I put them in 2 rows because I want to know if they have partners. So I have 5. There's 1, and then here's its partner 2, and then 3, and 4, and then I'm doing the number 5, so I'm going to put 1 more. Now, there's an odd man out. This is an odd number because we have partners, but we have an odd person. This odd person makes this an odd number. So on my number line, I'm going to use my orange marker, and orange is going to be for odd, and I'm going to circle the 5. We know that it is odd. All right, now we're going to work towards some other numbers. Let's go backwards. If I want to look at the number 4, I want to have only 4 sticky notes up here. I'm going to take one away. And now I have 4 sticky notes. Odd or even? This one's even. This one's even because these have pairs and these have pairs. So it's an even number. So this one I'm going to circle blue because we're going to say that even is blue. Now if I want to go back and I want to do 3, I'm going to take one away. Odd or even? There's an odd man out. These have partners, but this one doesn't. So this is going to be an odd number. We're going to make it orange. If I want to do 2, is 2 an odd or even number? It's even. 2 is an even number because these have pairs. There's only one pair, but there's a pair. So it's going to be even. Then I want to do 1. So let me take another one away. I just have 1. Are there any partners, any pairs? There's not. So 1 is an odd number. Now, 0 is sometimes tricky to see. If I take these all away, sometimes tricky to see. And while I don't see any pairs, there is not an odd person out. There is not a 1 odd person out here anywhere. So 0 is an even number. It's just something you kind of have to memorize. 0 is an even number. Also, if you started to notice on my number line, look at this pattern I'm making. It's got even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd. They go in order. They make a pattern because if we don't have a pair and we add 1 more, then we have a pair. And if we don't have a pair and we add 1 more, we have a pair. So they alternate odd and even. So now we're going to make bigger numbers. So let me put these numbers back up to where I had 5. And we're going to go all the way to 10. And then you're going to try this yourself at home. Okay, so here's our 5. We circled 5 orange because it was odd. And if I want to do 6, I'm going to add another one to make 6. Is this number odd or even? They all have pairs, so it is even. I'm going to circle it blue. I bet you can guess what comes next. If I put another one for 7, now I have 7 sticky notes. And now I have an odd number. Now if I want to do 8, and I'll put another sticky note. What is this one now? It's even because there's all pairs. So this 8 is even. And we got 9. What do you guess? I would guess odd for 2 reasons. First of all, there's an odd man out. And I have odd, even. My next number in the pattern would be odd. And then we're going to go ahead and look at 10 today. 10 is like 0 because in the ones place, it has a 0, which we're going to start talking about tomorrow in our lesson. So here I have a 0, and I have a 0 in this ones place, 0 in this ones place. And I can also look, these all have pairs. It's even. Now, today in your notebook, you do not have a seesaw activity. In your notebook, I want you to make a number line. I want you to title your page odd and even, and I want you to make a number line 0 through 10, and I want you to circle the odd and even numbers. At the bottom of your paper, you can practice something like this. If you don't have sticky notes at home to practice the numbers, you can draw squares. Check and make sure if they have partners or not, and then color code them. I did blue and orange. If you want to do pink and purple, or green and yellow, or orange and brown, you pick. You get to pick your colors, but I want you to note which ones are odd or even. So up here at the top, I made my even numbers blue. So I'm gonna make sure I have blue up here near my even, so I know those are my even numbers. And I'm gonna put some dots around my odd that are orange because my orange numbers were odd. So now if I look up here, I know that the orange ones are odd and the blue ones are even. Just make sure you have notes on your notebook page, and keep that notebook page for tomorrow. Tomorrow you will have a seesaw assignment to practice this skill. Good luck today, friends.